Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. It is Sunday morning. I'm going to show you guys a little accumulation of videos I've made over the last couple of days, trying to rig up that gas tank and a couple of little miscellaneous things. And here we go. All right, so here's the auxiliary fuel tank that I'm going to put up on the rail. It's just a simple 5-gallon can. Cost me 20 bucks, nothing special. I'm going to drill a little tiny hole in the bottom of the handle here to act as a vent, so it doesn't spill, but it's going to be a little tiny hole right there to vent. Cap is going to stay on all the time. And then I'm putting a bung in the back over here. And that's this plastic unit right here. I got this at my local Tractor Supply store. Okay, it has a rubber grommet. And the way this works is you drill a hole in a tank. It's exactly the same size as this rubber thing. So I got my drill set up. And that's exactly the same size as that. Okay, so it fits into the tank, and then when you force this piece into this rubber grommet, which I can't really do this one-handed, force that into there. Okay, so I'll come up the sleeve there, and when it gets up onto this larger part of the body, it expands the rubber grommet. It makes it fit very tight. Okay, and this has got a little screen on the end of it. Again, one-handed. Hope I don't break anything here. We may make something a little better down the road. This is kind of an experiment. But this has got a screen on it, which is cool. On and off valve. And then of course the little petcock end to feed my tank. Okay, that's how that's going to work. So I'm going to drill a hole in the tank right there, exactly the same size as that, fit this rubber grommet in there, and then force this up in there, and that'll expand the rubber grommet, and we should have no leaking. So here we go. So that grommet's in there nice and tight. Fits perfectly. Now I'm going to force this down in there. Hopefully without breaking it. Okay, that took 2 hands, all my weight to wedge and twist. And I wound up putting a little block of wood on there and hitting it with a hammer very gently. And I got that thing in there nice and tight. So that's sweet. And we got an on and off valve. Okay, it shouldn't leak. Everything's plastic. And that's my auxiliary off the back, okay? So now this can is gonna sit up on the rail up here. And it's gonna feed fuel off the back and gravity feed around that gas tank, the white gas tank, right here to the carburetor on the power washer. And then I got 5 gallons worth of gas. And then I've got a little 3-way valve which I'm going to put in line so I can switch between the red tank and the white tank. So when the red tank runs empty, the white tank will be the reserve. And that's the plan. Right, now that's mounted on there. I mounted these brackets right directly to the framework with some self-tapping screws. These are steel. Nice ratchet strap fitting through there. It's bound down there nice and tight. Shouldn't go anywhere. So I'm pretty happy with that for now. Again, this is temporary experiment. If this works, I might be looking for some type of better gas can, maybe something a little bit bigger. I do want to go with a plastic gas can so that I can see the fuel level as my day goes on. And mounted on this side, my gas filler for the truck is right there. So pull it to the gas station, fill up the truck, fill up the can, and I'm good to go. All right, we just put 4 gallons of gas in that can as a little test. And that thing is off. And no leaks. Perfect. So I'm going to be plumbing that up tomorrow with a gas line. and we'll be back with some more video on that. All right, this is by far my least favorite thing to do. I'm out here transferring chemical. I keep this 5-gallon bucket full with my drop stick in it, and I transfer with the 12 volt through the Gen 2 up into that clear hose right into my chem jug up top. This is the only option I have locally at the pool store. And unfortunately, they've only got 1-gallon containers right now, so I got myself 48 gallons, and we're putting them all up in the rig. That's how it's done. There you go. Little pool store carnage. All right, there we go. I got 48 gallons of fresh shock up on the rig to get me started for next week. I was able to move this tank over a little bit. You can see I got just enough space between there. Fit that tank right in there. Lagged it in, put a couple anchor bolts in my aluminum frame, and I got it strapped in nicely. So pretty happy with that setup right now. You know, we'll do a little more rearranging back in here. Some plumbing is going to get rearranged. Got the proportioner temporarily mounted until I get a box that's going to fit right here. I got that ordered today. I got a nice ABS or polyethylene box, or whatever you want to call it, plastic box with a clear door. So I'm going to be able to see it, because that's a nice crown jewel right there. I don't want to hide it. It's going to be pretty off the back of the truck. So we got a nice clear door going to go on there, and the whole panel is going to mount right in there. It's going to be real nice. So that's it for right now. I'm heading out, and you guys stay warm.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back there with Joe. Gonna cut a tree here. New Husqvarna. This is Joe from Power Washing. And notice that saw goes right through there like butter. This is Dave again. It's been a long winter. Hopefully we get working again. Don't forget, Joe not only does gutters, roofs, trim, he also does lot clearing in our gutters, and all this wood, cut up this firewood for you and everything, get it out of the way. Very reasonable prices. This, again, is from Powerful Improvements. Just a little Saturday job. This is my own house here we're doing. Get over here, Joe and my grandson and Quinn. Doing this little wood lot here.
Draining out the rest of the fuel from the white tank so I can splice in my Newell fuel line and my selector valve into the old body armor container, using what we got. And then I'm taking that and transferring that up into the big tank. So this will be another minute or two and we'll get right into it. So I bought some of this nice fuel line down at Napa. Some of these nice little clamps, little pinch clamps, and this selector valve. It's like a 3-way valve. Okay, it's going to choose which side you're drawing from. So one side is going to go up to the red tank, one side is going to go to the white tank, and then this is going to go to the carburetor, and you simply just choose. So I'm going to stick that in line, and hopefully everything works. Okay, so that's the theory right there. I can switch this lever right here between this yellow line, which goes up to my fuel tank. There's an on and off switch on that petcock. Or if we run out there, I'll have some fuel in this white tank, and I can switch this lever over to the white tank and fuel that way. So we're on the yellow tank, and then of course this line goes down to the carburetor down in there. Well, that's the idea, and we're going to test it tomorrow. It's still frickin' 20 degrees here, so not putting any water through anything, but tomorrow hopefully it'll be warmer and we can give it a try. All right, that's it for me today. It's too cold. I don't want to do anything else. Tomorrow's Monday, supposed to warm up a little bit. Tuesday, Wednesday, hopefully I'm washing. So tomorrow I'm going to be testing out some of this equipment I put together, put some water through some stuff. And I will be back with you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.